Welcome back to Warrior Tips. I'm Rudy Mettia. This is Yoga Warrior 365 certified teacher Tamra. She and I, well, she's most, I'm not doing anything. But she's going, oh, yap. She's going to teach you how to do half moon. So let's start. I want to get you there, and you know how to, you'll get there organically in another pose, but you may be practicing this is myopically, just the half moon, but I want you to go into it like you would any other pose. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna show you the front side first. So she's gonna come into Parsarita facing you, and she's gonna turn, she's gonna externally rotate, I keep drilling that, the left hip out, left foot out. So there's that external. Now I want her to come into a triangle. So we'll open the arms up, I'm just going to a soft triangle. And you guys judge her on the curve because these kids are a little bit cold, we haven't practiced, and this is kind of out of nowhere, these poses we're doing for you. So in respect to, even in this, I want them to be conscious of warming up. So she's gonna bring the right hand to the right hip. Now she's already turned the left foot out in external. You guys all know about external rotation by now. Yeah, she's getting ready. See what she's doing? She's gonna bend the knee, look forward, find a place to land, and step up. Now I'm gonna hold her for a minute just so she has a duration. She's gonna keep the right hand on the right hip for a second. Just don't even worry about that. She, just like in triangle and just like we talked about, this leg, I'm gonna grope her a little bit, excuse me, Bella. This leg is external. This leg is neutral, which means if she turned her toes up to the ceiling, that's not good for the low back, and I'll show you from the other side. So the foot's neutral or slightly turned down, slightly internal, rotated little. But again, we're talking about the right hip. This right leg is important though for the low back, and we'll show you from the other side. Left fingertips, if she needs help with balance, she's gonna put her thumb back in line with her pinky toe right under her shoulder. If she's got pristine balance, she'd put her thumb in front of her big toe, but man, that's just personal taste. Don't worry about that. She doesn't crank this hip open. She keeps that hip neutral, but she takes the right arm up. And she gets those arms stacked and vertical. Isn't that beautiful? It's expressive. Her being a dancer, of course, it's expressive. And her being an attorney is probably copyrighted too. But it's expressive, it's beautiful, and it's copyrighted. So when you come out, I want you to come out the same. We'll look at it on the other side. So she's gonna bend the left knee, and she's gonna come out magnificently, elegantly, and graceful, and artistic, and aesthetic, and athletic. And then she's gonna bend the right knee and come up. And she's gonna straighten out the left leg, she's gonna chill for a minute. I don't think I mentioned that. 90% of injuries, I would think, come when you get lazy and you just flop out of a pose. So transitioning out is ultimately key, ultimately. So listen to the instruction in your midst of your flows and transition appropriately, like she just did. She'll show you on the other side. So you want to turn, which leg is that leg? But we will actually turn this way, and we'll use a strong leg. So she's gonna do triangle again. Oh, and by the way, externally rotated, hinge at the hip, and we'll look at that in triangle warrior tips, of course. Right hand down, left arm up. So again, it's an external rotated hip and a neutral top hip. She's gonna bend the right knee, look down, and when she's ready, she's gonna step up. She makes that look easy. Most of the time, it's one or two steps, a step, a hop, and a drag of that back foot. Back foot has a whole lot of Bruce Lee to it. Not Sarah Lee, do a Sarah Lee. Sarah Lee is when the foot's floppy. Show them Bruce Lee. See how she almost fell when she did Sarah Lee? Because there was no carry through the body, right? The energy ended here. You want to end out the heel. That way that leg stays vibrant and buoyant. Otherwise that leg is heavy. So again, the right hip draws under. So if her right bottom stuck out, she's lost the rotation. So the right hip draws under. She's still got Tadasana going everywhere. Remember the low back, the tailbone drops, the inner thighs roll back. So this thigh would be rolling that way. This thigh would be rolling that way. The shoulders is open. She's holding it. She's holding it. She's starting to purse her lips a little bit. It's not a good sign. Watch her come out. Remember the transitions are important. Bend the right knee, step out. And she's gonna bend the knee and come on back up. And she's gonna pause and bring the hands to the waist. She's gonna straighten that leg. And she's gonna step the left foot to meet the right foot. Coming back where?
To Tadasana.
Sorta. Tadasana. So the only thing I want to tell you that I probably didn't catch on you guys, when she come out of half moon, the knee wants to collapse. Keep that knee right over the shin right over the toe. So when you step up, you're right there in your wheelhouse. That knee's not collapsing in and out, all right? So that's important. All right, thank you.